I swear the time just keeps going up. I'm running late as usual, and I'm supposed to be there at 8 o'clock. It is the ETA right now is 8:12. Earlier it was 8:08, 8:10. You know, it just, dude, this thing is just keeps creeping up. If you guys remember from my last video, I had that issue with my it was like differential fluid all over my exhaust, or I don't know what it was, but there was some sort of fluid all over my exhaust, and I didn't know what it was. So I'm going to a place called Chicane Motorsport. If I kept hacking at it and working at it, I would have figured out what was wrong. I didn't really have the time, and I think it's better just to have kind of professional insight on this stuff. I'm hoping they can kind of tell me what's wrong, or at least point me in the right direction on what to replace. Because if I can just get that stuff replaced, I can start focusing on obviously the oil cooler. After that, more cosmetic mods, because there's quite a bit of stuff I want to order. I just don't want this issue becoming a bigger issue. So yeah, I'm still 20 minutes out, and so I'm gonna try to speed it up and get there at least closest to the time frame as possible. I kind of feel bad for being late. So yeah, I'm gonna speed this up. Alright, well, we are here at Chicane Motorsport, dude. This place is insane. I filmed a second ago when I pulled in, just my reaction with the place, but my mic was not on. Look how crazy this place is. Oh my gosh. Look at all the cars they got, dude. Holy hell. And I just got my M4. They got a freaking R8, Porsche GTS, dude. Oh my gosh. They also have a wide body E92. I think that's a 335. But yeah, bro, this place is crazy. I'm waiting for my ride to get here. Dude, I desperately need some coffee. Oh my gosh. I spy with my little eye, bro. Another Austin Yellow. What the hell? It looks like that one's an M3. I think I've seen the guy at car meets and stuff, so yeah, I'm waiting for my ride, dude. I desperately need coffee. I got no sleep yesterday. Dude, this Fitment is so crazy. I'm like a squatter. Look at this. Look at this. The rear is super low, and then the front's lifted. Definitely squatter vibe. So yeah, I'm just gonna hang out, wait for my ride, get some coffee, maybe hit the gym or something. If it's super saturated down there, obviously they're gonna charge me. But if it's something that's little where they can just see it and figure out what it is, they'll just do it for free. So honestly, these guys seem super cool. Obviously super busy shop, just with all the cars. Just with all the cars around. So yeah, I'm gonna get some caffeine in me, probably a coffee at Starbucks or something, and then hopefully by then I know what it is and what to do to fix it. So all right, so in the video I kind of go over the prices, but it has my phone number on there, and I'm not trying to dox myself, so I'll run it over with you guys. The issue that it came out to be was the rear axles. And essentially they were going bad. That's why all those fluids were kind of flung everywhere. Only thing that sucks is the OE supplier, the original, I guess the manufacturer that creates them, they are out of stock. They're on back ordered with no ETA, which blows because they're $600 or $500, $600, somewhere around there. Which means the only thing I'm left with is the OEM, so a genuine BMW part. That thing runs $1,700. So I can either spend the money and just kind of get it done, or I can wait for I believe the OEM one is GMK or GKN, something like that. I can wait for them to go back on stock, but they don't know when, which really blows. I am kind of bummed out about it, but if I'm gonna give it maybe a month or two, if it isn't back in stock, I'm gonna just buy the genuine BMW one and get it replaced. I think the labor was only $600, pretty good. So all together about $2,300. Kind of pricey, but I plan on keeping the car for a while, so maybe it's worth it to spend the extra money. Also, they quoted me a crank hub price and how much it costs to get a crank hub. I discovered something that I am super freaking happy to share with you guys. I guess technically the original guy who had my car found me And I think it's kind of funny. He told me everything he did, and he did do the crank up. Thank goodness he did the crank up. And the funny thing is, he did the crank hub at Chicane Motorsport. So where I would have gotten my crank hub done, he already did it exactly at that location. Same crank up and everything. Thank God. So yeah, I don't have to worry about the crank up, or at least maybe not for a while. Hopefully it doesn't spin. The only other thing besides maintenance and everything, I mean everything else looked pretty good. They discovered the bent oil cooler. Lo and behold, but no, they discovered that, which I'm not surprised. I think everything else was pretty good. Back to the whole finding the original guy who owned my car. He did a couple of stuff. He had a 93 stage 2 tune. So I have been running 91 in my car for a little bit. I am now running 93 on my car. I'm not doing 91 anymore. I originally was gonna only do 93 because, highest octane, convenience came in the way. 91 was, everywhere. 93 isn't. But there is a place I go to maybe 15 minutes away that I get 93 from, so it's not too bad. I'll take it. The car's tuned. He did say it was E85 ready, which is pretty cool. He was making like 580 to the wheel. Right now, my car makes 520 to the wheel, he said. Pretty much all I had to say. I just didn't want to dox myself, so I'm not going to show you guys the original recording. Other than that, you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Dude, this setup is so nice. I am in desperate need of gas. I'm always out of gas, I feel like. Every time I'm trying to record, or just go out and try to record, I feel like I'm always out of gas. So I gotta get some gas. Luckily just 91, so it's everywhere. This is said setup right here, dude. It is actually so sick. So I ordered a tripod and an ND filter for the camera. This should definitely help a little bit more. Right now I'm kind of on auto setting, but I want to change it to like a manual exposure stuff. I want to adjust my own shutter and everything like that. I'm excited for those to come. They should come today. So much stuff for the car, dude. Dude, this car is so pricey, but honestly, I don't mind it as much at all. Just because, I don't know. I'm grateful to have the car. I am happy about the car, despite all the issues I'm having to fix. Even though I have those issues, I'm grateful, dude. It's a beautiful day out too. Oh my gosh, Casey, it's beautiful. So, bro, look what freaking came. The thing I've been telling you guys I'm gonna order over and over again in the previous videos. Dude, it's finally here. I finally have a tripod. Kind of concludes today's vlog. I don't really know what else to do. So what I decided to do is I bought a bunch of stuff, and what I'm gonna do is up here, I'm gonna run an extension cord over here and then down that wall and probably down here. I plan on wanting to put like a desk or something over there, like a workshop bench. And then up here where that garage plug is, I'm gonna see if I can put it on a power strip. And then I want to get some hex lights in here that are like based off like a remote. So I can just, dude, at freaking night or something when I'm working on my car, hex lights, boom. It's like perfect. Alright, so I wired it up. It goes over here. This part looks really ugly, but I'll go up there and retighten it later. And then it goes down. I kind of wanted the workbench like somewhere over here just to put my tools and everything. And then kind of throw everything underneath it. I'll figure somewhere with all this stuff. Yeah, but overall it's not the biggest garage, so it is still pretty small, which I'm pretty sure as long as I put everything in the back, smaller stuff on the sides, and then everything should fit. The M4 has some extra room in the back when I park it, so I'm kind of excited to have a garage. I really want to get like a garage, like a real garage, like a contractor garage or something like that, just because it's way bigger and it'd be so much cooler, but they're all expensive, so I still gotta figure out how to do half this stuff. It's trash and everything, so honestly that might conclude today's vlog. Dude, I'm so tired. It is, I think, like 1 or 2 o'clock. So you guys have a great one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more. You guys have a good night.